All right, everybody. Welcome to the channel. I'm just letting it be known I am live. Let me send this last little message out. All right, done there. One more little post. All right. So, I want you guys to dive into my world recently, and that's kind of what I've been trying to showcase because I without a doubt know that even if new tenured, let's say MLB The Show guys don't necessarily come in, or only a few do. The guys coming from the footy world, I want you guys to understand. Every day when I go to turn on this game, you get something like this, right? Brand new cover to a game that's been out, and it's like, wait a second, what's going on? Badass cover, Bobby Witt Jr., and you're like, okay, something's up in the game. Clearly, there's something going on with Bobby Witt. Well, this isn't even brand new, right? Like, we had brand new content today. We're going to go into that. We're going to dive into all of it. But this, Bobby Witt came out, and it's just a brand new program to get this badass 93 rated card. I had no idea. Now, maybe there were leaks somewhere. Some people knew. But as far as I know, the leaks and all the spoilers don't exist within this game. But even if they do, the amount of new content, not overlapping, not 1,000 different types of the same player, is incredible. Now, I want you to watch this intro as well. I'm going to do this again just so you guys can check this out. This game, and you guys tell me if this is just me or not, but it's like when you look at how good the game is done, plus you look at the sport of baseball in itself, how could you not love this game? Check this bad boy out. Maybe I skipped it. Let's see. Well, for some reason, it won't let me play the intro. That's so crazy. Why, though? Let's see. Let's try it one more time. It's worth watching if I can. That's so interesting. Anyways, they have a badass intro, and it just gets you hyped up to play the game. And it's like baseball is the language is kind of the thing, and bro, it's like there's just something about this sport. Now, this could just be me being a total noob into this game, and like since I didn't play baseball my whole life, it could be how my boy Phil Scores feels, who didn't play soccer at all, but then he fell in love with the sport as a fan and started diving into the games, and that's kind of his career. He's kind of living through the game since he didn't play himself, and he's a badass player, by the way. He's learned a ton about the game, big time student of the game, and it's all on the sticks. And that's kind of how I'm diving into baseball. I'm having a blast. So, brand new content. First, we'll go into Diamond Dynasty and I'll show you guys. This is what I turned on the game to yesterday. I saw that new cover with Bobby Witt Jr., which is badass, right? I go into the assorted programs, and boom, right now I'm about halfway to them. I'm down to these challenges where as you finish one, you get a new one, right? So I have two more, and I've just been using my ranked team, boosting them up, upgrading them. So I have a hell of a team going right now, and I'm trying to get them maxed out. Ooh, I got a new parallel 5. I just realized that. Boom. So now my Jackie Robinson, you see max out parallel 5, but I can still get more mods. I want all the diamond mods updated. So I'm going double fielding upgrade on them. Maybe you could go power fielding. Let's see. I don't have any diamond power fielding. Contact fielding power would have been a nice one to get. I have contact fielding. Gives me 107 and 88. What does double fielding give me? What does double fielding give me? 107 and 88 takes me to 95 fielding and 103. I think you got to go there. I think I got to go there. 100,000%. Because he's playing secondary. So now, look at his fielding, still elite. Now he's going to go to second soon, and I'm either going to have Chipper Jones or someone here. We're going to talk about that with some of the new content. Ellie, I've just started working on. Mickey, I've just started working on. Beltron was my second max out player behind Griffey Jr. I only got one diamond. Contact. So it takes his hitting 98, fielding 88. Okay. Alright, so we'll stay there with that. And then as I get different mods, I can choose better ones as I go. But we're good there. Griffey Jr., I already have his selected, but I'll go ahead and show you guys what I went with him. Contact. And then I get more as I go. So he's a DH now. Since he doesn't hit for much power, I don't have this. I need, about 4 more home runs? 4 more home runs, and I can get his power a little bit up, which I want to do. I want to get him into the 70s with first righties and then the mid-60s and lefties if I can. But for now, contact's fine. Just out of curiosity, if I went contact fielding, what would that do for my boy? 83. Okay. $79, which is fine. I don't care because... Oh, let me see something. He's my DH, okay? So we're good there. Gibson's a 3. We'll wait till we get 5s everywhere else. For Trout, what do I got? Trout. Do I have any diamond mods here? Gotta update his too. He's a power hitter, so I'm gonna go power contact. Let's see what I get. Get him to there. 82, 101. Get that vision up. Contact fielding, because he is in right field, so. $83.77. $83.77, $82.79. How about power fielding? I want that vision up though if I can. So the best vision upgrade I can have is this. Contact. Contact power. 74 fielding. 83 100 with 74 fielding. 67 vision. Contact. 84 98. 74. I think I need some fielding there. 82 98 79. I'll go with that. '98 70. 63. We'll go contact fielding. Alright, that's what we're going to go with for now. Okay? I'm still working on them. I'll update those once I get them up. Nothing there. It's harder to get your pictures. It is harder to get your pictures upgraded for sure. 1s and 2s. I got Hater at a 3. He's the cheese pitcher of the game if you don't know. Alright, so we're good there. Alright. So that's that. So now we have sorted programs. So check it out. A new player, Salvador Perez. Oh my God, he might replace. He could replace my Josh Gibson. Righty catcher. Alright. So I'm thinking him over Gibson. We can easily get that done. So see, I got the rest. We'll see if he beats out Gibson. Then Mickey Moniak. Love those City Connect Rockies kits. I call them kits, uniforms. Left fielder. You ain't beating out the Mick, bro. I'm sorry. You ain't beating out the Mick, brother. I'm sorry. Alright, so we got May Spotlight. May Retro, Sean Burke. And Christian Walker. Man, I might take him over Murakami. I haven't been liking. I know he's a lot cheaper, but man, Murakami, I'm having a hard time with Murakami for some reason. It might just be a mental thing. And this is the last thing. I'm close to collecting this bad boy. And I know it doesn't seem like it, but I'm close to just spinning my stubs, and I'll tell you why. Dollander's around 50K. Buys 57. It's 67. So take 67 from this collection, and you got like 203. And so I'm less than 100K, and I can get Chipper, move him to third, move Jackie back to second. Altuve's out, and he's definitely worth it. Like, I've heard nothing but great things about old Chipper. Got some decent pop, especially when you add mods. Another switch hitter, right? Not much speed. I definitely went from a pretty fast team to not the fastest, but that's okay. I could go Cabrera. I was closer than I thought. I looked at some of the collections, but honestly, the 95 version doesn't do it for me. He's just he would just be a DH, and Beltran beats him out overall. I love Miggy Cabrera and everything, but he just doesn't do it. So that's that. I could finish this to give me a little boost. And now this is what I do. He's obviously went up in price for the people who didn't pick him. I should have bought him earlier. I could have got him cheaper if I knew I was going to buy him. But I'll buy him later. I don't need to buy him now to get a head start. There's no reason. I'll buy him later once he goes back down in price. But my GM, I got to ask my GM if they even think... and I'll listen, and if there's any good points, I'd take them from my GM, ChatGPT. But if not, I do my own thing. Like, there's probably like 60% is me, 40% is like, that's a good point. Would Babe Ruth crack my lineup as a DH or fielder? Is it worth getting him for his bat? My GM says, no, he does not. Yes, his bat is cracked, but I wouldn't spin Stubbs for him on your roster. Mantle's better in left field. In DH, Beltran's better. So, yes, it would be nice to get a little boost on that reward, but I'm not going to spend, he was like 40-something K. Stubbs, they always go up, like, because people want to get this collection, so he'll go up for a little while, but not worth it. I'll get him a little bit later if and when I want that boost. And then we're into the red diamonds now. We're getting into the red diamonds already. We got Juan Soto and right. Could he potentially replace Mike Trout? And then Lindor. He would replace Ellie De La Cruz. And it's looking like he probably would. $555K for him. Wow. 300K for Soto. So obviously we go Lindor. So that's the long term. That's the boss we're going for is Lindor. At the end of the season, that's who we'd pick from Soto and Lindor. Obviously, we'd take Lindor unless something crazy changes. Here's the inning reward program. Some of the players you get. Carlos Delgado. Cityscapes packs, deluxe packs. Corbin Burns. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. You guys seeing that? Is that wrong? Buy him for $1 million, you sell him only for $151,000. What the? Sinker to his cutter, slider, circle changes. Interesting. He's not really my cup of tea, but he'd be interesting to use. I'm sure he's nasty, and that's where Lindor and Soto, like I was talking about. Very cool. All right, so we got the Bobby Witt Jr. program. We got the new inning path. Multiplayer doesn't end for 3 days. We have the weekend classic. So if you guys don't know, it's like the champions are the foot champs, right? And for me, you see my record up there. I'm 2-0, which puts me I'm still at the bottom, which I'm glad because this will give me a little tester of how this mode goes at the very bottom. So it's already set, right? So even if I wanted to play regular, I couldn't, like regular ranked, right? Because it's now the weekend classic, I have to finish. So I get 10 show packs. If I get top 10 finish, 2 through 5 wins, I get 3. 6 through 10 wins, I get 1. And then you see, when your first 6 games and collect these rewards, you see all the rewards. I'm at the very lowest division because I only played two games. so far. I think this is Weekend Classic number 2. You have the leaderboard in the world. It's just a very cool setup, man. You see how much is going on in this game. Let me see. But it'll give me a good little warm up because, like I said, I'm not trying to rush into online and just hit a wall. I want to really dive in and what's up, Boomfo? Good to see you, buddy. It's going great. I really want to dive in and learn the game because when I played in 2023 for a little bit, I didn't put enough time in. I hit that wall around like I think I got World Series or somewhere around there, and ranked. And then it was just as soon as I hit that next, what was it? Hall of Fame pitching, right? And then there's Legend after that. From All Star to Hall of Fame, and then playing the monsters that you play, I was just nowhere near ready. Now I'm actually diving in, getting better and better, and I have a lot of work to do. So I haven't been rushing in at all. So inning 3 will be the first time I take my team online, and I have a stacked team. So I've been keeping up, playing events. You see my online record overall, just not in ranked. So it's 24 and 24. Was it 25 and 27 plus? I'm 27 and 27 right now. So I'm 2-0 in ranked. Battle Royale, you got to win. That's 4. Add that to, 3. So add that to my 24 and 24 record, the 3 wins, and then you add the 3 losses from Battle Royale. So I'm 27 and 27 in online play. Right at 500. In the events and stuff, Boomfa, it's 3 innings, but in the Weekend Classic and ranked, it's 9 innings. But they go by way quicker than real baseball. They have stuff that speeds up the game. Now let me ask this. Is this the second or third Weekend Classic in MLB The Show 26? Because they're not every weekend. It's like every other, once a month or something like that. This is Weekend Classic 4. Around April 10th. The second one was the following weekend. Classic 3 was early May. And then Classic 4 is live now. With third inning content drop. So you see there's been 4 total, and the game launched, launched around April 10th. I think the game launched early April. What was the MLB The Show 20? What was the release date for The Show 26? So released March 17th. And the first one was around April 10th. So I started playing, it's May, April. I started playing end of March. So a little over a month or so. Just starting from total scratch, total noob, total rookie. So that's what we're working up to, is the Rookie Classic. The Rookie Classic. The Weekend Classic for myself, who is a rookie. See, so in ranked. So you see what I'm saying? 200. I'm 2-0 right now. And then the goal is to get all the way up to the top, which is World Series is your top ranking, which is right here. But then you keep going past that, right? You get World Series ranking when you get, and then you get to 1,000 is like the total top, and you're considered a GOAT. You get that rank 1,000 icon. That's what you're always looking to get to that GOAT status. But World Series is the top, and then it keeps going. And several other games do, so you guys know. Then you get a bonus 50 show packs for 1,100. Same bonus you get for finishing the multiplayer program. All right, so now when you look at offline game modes, so you go to single player. Is there a new Diamond Quest? No new Diamond Quest. I got all these done. Collected all those players. I know there's a new Conquest, but let's see if there's anything else that's new. Nothing new there. Any new Showdown? Nope. Finished all these. No new Showdown. Hasn't been a Showdown in a little bit. Alright. And because of the Weekend Classic, I don't think there's a new event yet. Let's see. April, nope. I finished that. Battle Royal, I'm 1-1 now. Continue current. But I play until I finish the rewards. So like for this, I'm going to go in and forfeit. One win, one loss. Go in and forfeit. Because I got the rewards done. That's kind of how I play. I'm not going to waste my time continuing to play with a team that I'm not upgrading and stuff when I got the rewards maxed out as far as like reward programs, which is the only reason I was playing Battle Royale, which I have a video I just dropped today if you guys want to check it out. But the only Battle Royale is not a bad idea. It's a draft mode. It gives you a chance to use cards you otherwise wouldn't use, typically the lower rated ones. And it's different from other games because in this game you can grind for every card. So other games you need a draft type of mode to use all these cards that players can't afford. You don't need that in the show. Therefore the mode struggles, especially because the rewards are in the programs and stuff. So but the rewards within the actual mode suck. So you don't really have an incentive to play unless it's like this past thing where they made you to finish the multiplayer program. You had to play a battle royal, which is what I did. But you see the records. If you get flawless, which is 10-0, you get to choose one item from like a battle royal reward. That's probably the only really good one. Even the 87 player plus right now, with where we're at in the game, they need to update it because that's nothing. Well, I guess for some stubs maybe it's worth it, but it's hard to go 10-0, man. Like you see mine, I went 0-2, right? 0-2, and then I was 1-1. So you have to play until you lose 2 or win 10. And then events, I believe, is the same thing. Okay, so yeah, so that event ended. And that's what's in the parentheses. If I ever get a flawless, victory, perfect, or the max amount of wins, I'll put it there. For the weekend classic, I'll be either 6-0, 5-1, 4-2, 3-3, right? 2-4, 1-5, or 0-6. And then I'll put my best finish. So right now, it's bronze 1 is the level I'm playing at. So I'll play other players that are down in bronze 1. And then I'll put my very best finish. So it will be whatever it is this weekend. And then if I get to silver, gold, platinum, whatever the things are, that will be my best. So I'm going to keep track of this for the whole season. But that's what those records are. Obviously, I don't keep track of my offline record because that'd be kind of pointless. So now, the only thing we have to check, there's an offline battle royal. And then, which is an offline draft mode. And then there's a new Mother's Day conquest. Here it is. So I finished everything. Some of them are repeatable. That's why all of them say 5 of 6, 6 of 7. But here it is. So it's a game like war. So you see, you start here and you start moving up the line until you get to a game, and then boom, you play. So I'll do that to finish that. I'll show you the rewards here. Mother's Day banner, Mother's Day bat, Mother's Day pink socks, April Spotlight pick. So that's cool. And then you get this Javier Baez with the pink on their uniforms for so third base again, Javier Baez. Not a bad card. He won't crack my lineup, but not a bad card. Elite fielding, decent contact, enough power to be okay there. Hit some out of the park. Good enough speed, can't steal for shit. Good arm strength, not the best accuracy, but I have Jackie Robinson playing there now. I'm probably eventually gonna have Chipper. There's just several better, but that's a good player to have for events and stuff like that for sure. So we'll get that done, especially to finish off, certain missions and stuff. But right now, that's about everything. Is there a new exchange? So you got to make sure you stay with all this. Exchange. Nope, I got Robin Young was the most recent one. And Austin Wells. All right. I do have to go to this real quick. Oh no, that's if you get the flawless. If you get 10-0, you get 50, or you get whatever show packs, but then you get 50,000 stubs too. So that's not bad. That would make it worth it. Winning 10 games without before you lose two. Or no, I think flawless is going 10-0. You can't even you can win 10 and then lose one, but that's not flawless. I think flawless is perfect 10-0. What's this for? Flawless. Huh. Okay, so those I'm nowhere near that right now. Run. Flawless Battle Royal run icons for an upgrade. So you exchange these things and then you can get packs and stuff. Is the bottom line. But I'm nowhere near that. But I am somewhere with this. All right, 5 of 7. Boom, boom. So there you go. So I exchange those icons from playing the mini seasons, and what did I get from it? 5 show packs. So that's good. A little chunk of stubs. I need 2 more one more. Nope. Boom. Done. Perfect. And then you just keep collecting them over and over. So what did I get out of this? I got 1 ballin'. Is a habit pack, which are a little bit better. And then just got a new one of these. All right, so I got all my exchanges done. Now, I just got to play the moments. No, Boomfa, it's online. It's kind of like Foot Champs. It's 6 9-inning games against teams in your level. Whatever level you've worked up to. The better level you play at, kind of like an A division, B division, C division, the better level, the better the rewards. But it's for PvP. And then once you're done with the 6 games, you go back into your ranked games until the next weekend classic. And then whatever level you get to, you play that, right? It's pretty badass, dude. It's pretty badass. So you play, so online modes, I'll show you real quick. Online, you got ranked, which is right here, / weekend classic whenever there's weekend classic, which is kind of one in the same mode, right? Then you have Battle Royal, which is a draft mode. You draft players that you otherwise wouldn't have and come up with the roster. And there's a lot of lower level players. You got to be real strategic with the draft. It's fun, but if people don't like it as much because the rewards aren't as good and you're not playing to upgrade your own players. Events is where you have certain restrictions. So it would be like only players from the Negro Leagues, only players from the American League, only players rated 87 and below, or between 85 and 87, or only left-handed hitter, whatever. It could be whatever. And then you take from your collection of players and make an event-eligible team, which is badass. So that's pretty fun. Okay. So then, in ranked, by the way, if you're into 2v2 and 3v3, you have that where you bat your teammate bats. You bat your teammate bats. And then the same with field. Like you control some players, they control. And I think the pitching's like you pitch an inning, they pitch an inning. You pitch. So you have that all the way up to 3v3. And there's separate rewards for each, which is freaking awesome, by the way. And then the multiplayer modes, single player. Diamond Quest is like a mini game within a game. It's like a board game that you play. It's pretty sick. And you get rewards along the way. And like it's a winner takes all type of thing. If you lose to the AI at a certain level, you can lose all your rewards. So it can be pretty intense. And then the higher difficulty level you play when you win, the higher percentage of good rewards you get. The lower difficulty, you might win easier, but less chance of getting the good rewards. Mini seasons, this is seasons versus AI. They have different themes. So you go in and you can earn players. Like you see, I've earned all the main players from each of these. So each one will have its own amount of rewards and players. You see Franco Kinsler, Jim Edmonds, Edgar Martinez. So that's mini seasons. Then you have Conquest, which is what I just showed you with the mom. It's like the game of war, where you have all these different teams, and your unit and fans is what they call them, is like your soldiers, tries to take over everyone until you take over the whole board. That's how you become victorious. You get rewards through that. So we have a new one all the time, and like there's a new one now for Mother's Day. And then last but not least, there's Showdown, where You have certain amount of outs you have against each pitcher, and you have mini bosses, the pitchers, and then you go until you try to win until you get to the final boss, and you get these little perks like better exit velocity, better vision, better. So that's pretty fun, dude. So you're up to bat, your exact order, whatever order you pick, and you just go 1 through 9 your entire order until you get the outs or until you get the amount of runs they tell you got to get. Like they'll say 22 runs before you get 15 outs, right? And I've done all this, and at the end, you typically get the boss that you beat on your team. So we've got, Hernandez, Uribe, and then Joe Rogan Negro Leagues card. So we finished all that. But then that's not it. Because then you go out here, and you have a challenge every week where you go and hit, and it's pretty badass. Like, you hit the ball and the distance that you hit, the amount of times that you like if they throw a ball and you don't swing, you get bonus points for that. How far you hit it, you get bonus points, and you just keep going until you get X amount of outs, and then you get a total score, and then the top players in the world get real life rewards. Like you can get shit sent like merch, you can get stuff within Diamond Dynasty. So that's fun to do every once in a while. Of course, then you have your regular career modes, your Road to the Show, which is controlling the one made up player from high school all the way to the pros, which is badass. It's the only game where it takes you play in high school to start. I mean, think about that. Then you get drafted, and then you go to or high school, then you try to get a scholarship college, then you try to get drafted, then you climb the ranks there. Insanely deep, tons of customization, just like the stadium editor and everything else in this game, which is insane. And I have videos on all this stuff if you want to check them out. But I'm telling you guys, there's no other online mode like MLB The Show. And that's why I love showing this stuff, because I love the content creators in the show, but a lot of them have been playing the game so long, they don't realize how amazing this game is compared to every other game. So here's the moments part, which is fun as well, right? So we could be getting a new catcher, Salvador Perez, right? He could be replacing my Josh Gibson. But I have to complete these, then I have to do missions. And I'll probably get some rewards as well. Sometimes you'll get the player themselves, but this one you have missions to do too. But you see it's moments, both historical and like it could have happened last night. So this one's on base, or after 5 years in the Royals farm system, Salvador Perez burst onto the MLB scene in 2011 at the age of 21. His OPS of 834 gave the Royals a great idea of what he could bring to the table. Recreate Salvy's first career hit that started over 1,700 total hits. So I just got to get a hit on veteran difficulty. So it's like cool. You warm up playing this, then I'll probably grind offline. Try to get I want to try to get to that Chipper Jones card. Then I go Weekend Classic, which will start my run in ranked for inning 3. It couldn't have been better timing. So inning 3 will represent, which by the way I have to put that on here. You know what? So let me do something, because I want to keep this stuff. It's important to me. I want to keep my overall record, so I have that. I'm going to go smaller because I also want to add this. Ranked Battle Royal events. Mm-hmm. No, you control everything. Pitcher, batter, base runners, you control it all. That's where the skill gap is, dude. You control it all, which I'll show you here shortly. In this moments thing, it's almost like Road to the Show where you're only controlling one single player, but that's not. This is just for moments. This is kind of a mini challenge thing. It's a weekend classic. Then I'm gonna move Battle Royal in front. Control copy. So we'll get Battle Royal. Then we'll go events. Alright, so now I have to figure out how to get this. In the 2 lines. Events. We'll go weekend classic. Come down here too. Two and 0 regular season. And I want to do my best rank. So right now it's I think rank goes to like Tuesday. I'm gonna keep track of my best finish. Whatever that top one is. So I'll have my current, then my best so far this year. Then Battle Royal and events can stay there. Weekend Classic goes after. See if this looks cluttered. Kind of does, but whatever. It's at the right place. Alright, that'll have to do. So when I'm playing it, we'll see. So there'll be times when you guys can see it better, but anyway, so we have OG Diamond Dynasty Battle Royal, 1 and 3, no flawless. Events 24 and 24, no perfect, or no max wins, I should say. Rank 2 and 0, regular season. Then my best is regular season 2 and 0 for now, and then weekend classic total. I'll do my record for the weekend, and then my very best finish, whatever that is, bronze, silver, diamond, whatever. All right, perfect. If I ever want to hide it, I can. All right. Sorry, I wanted to make sure I kept that because it's good to keep track as you're going. Royal Vince. Right. I see one imperfection there. One space. Perfect. Okay. All right, we're set. So now we got to complete these moments. We just got to get a hit. Playing in Tampa. God, when are they going to get a new stadium? Pop out. Nope, nope, nope. Failed that one. Shouldn't have swung at that. I can wait for a perfect pitch. That's what I gotta get better at too. Is my timing. Well, my timing's been good. Sorry, squaring up the ball, as well as my timing was terrible there. But squaring up the ball, as well as just being more patient. Overall, my timing's good. Like, see how it's contact good. A little early there, but I got to square it up better. Look where my PCI was, like my aimer, if you want to call it that. There we go. That's what you want. Perfect, perfect. We'll take it. And I still was a little over the ball to get a grounder. Maybe if I would have got a little under it, that's a home run. All right, so moment complete. As I'm getting XP, which is a beautiful thing. On baseball's biggest stage, Salvador Perez delivered his all-around impact during the 2015 World Series, earned him World Series MVP, cementing his legacy as a cornerstone of a championship club. Recreated his Game 4 game-sealing ribby. Isn't this a Cornerstones card? I believe it is. I could be wrong. I think that's what the collection's called. So we need to get a ribby here. What? Tally one hit, one ribby. Okay. I really think that this Salvi is going to replace my Josh Gibson. Maybe, and Josh Gibson will go to the bench over Biz Mackey. Because you always got to have a second catcher. Although I have been using JT Realmuto as well. Ball one. Realmuto or whatever. What a name, by the way. Realmuto, however you pronounce it. What a crazy name. In New York right now. I love pausing. Like, dude, I'm such a nerd with this stuff. I'll step out of the box. And I've already done this a ton, but I'll go look at all the different parks. Like, I love that big screen in their center field, man. They don't have that big a one available for your stadium editor, but I have 3 in my stadium. They have 2, but they have that monster one in center field. But I look at all the little signs, all the retired numbers. You see the Jackie Robinson. Some do it in his Dodgers colors. Some do it in their own colors. Mets did it in their own. They have a retired thing for Shea Stadium. 2 announcers. Ton of numbers. You try to look and remember the legendary players. And then I just like looking at all the details. Not the most fun stadium. Obviously, they have the home run apple over here, which is cool. Cool area to watch the game under the big screen. You got these cool little kind of private seats in here, field level, which would be badass to watch the game in. Right, and then of course you got the bullpens right here for the home and visitor teams underneath the stadium. Very cool. Very cool, like little mini, like random stuff like that. So this bullpen here is for the visitors. So the visitors is kind of hidden away. The home team, or wait, no, home teams kind of got their privacy and hidden away. The visiting teams got to deal with the crowd heckling them, which is exactly how it should be. But yeah, dude, I love, like, I'm a nerd for all this stuff, man. And it's only in baseball can this type of stuff kind of, this type of detail and, like, I don't know, man. It's just, baseball is perfect. You know what I mean? What up, Phil? How are you, bro? Yeah, so I might add old Salvador Perez to the squad, actually. We'll see.
Ball two.
Let's see if we can get a ribby here. I need a hit, though, too. Fail. Dude. Getting over it too much. 2-seam, 4-seam circle change. Very late. Way too late. Pop up. That'll do. I got my ribby. Now I just got to get a hit. But I think I got the ribby, but I need the hit too. God, come on. Swinging to garbage. Now I got myself in a hole again. Just trying to rush to get them done. I just got to take my time. That bastard.
Got him.
This is piss poor. Every time I'm on here, it's like I get nervous or whatever. Hopefully I settle down. I'm never this bad. Like that, dude, it's crazy, man. If I just take my time and find my right pitch, I'll get a damn hit. And that wasn't the right pitch, by the way. Alright, taking the first pitch no matter what. Watch, it'll go right down the middle. Nope. Hopefully I wouldn't have swung at that anyway. But it's good warm-ups, this stuff, when it doesn't matter, man. Because you do not want to be playing this bad online. Walk won't help me, though. So I do, if he keeps pitching outside, I'm going to have to try for something. So late. There we go. Good enough? Gone. Nope. Son of a bitch.
Ball that's outside. Ball that's outside.
Slice it. Drop, 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 drop. Not dropping. All this for just a hit. Come on. There we go. And then, of course, too early. Too late, too early. I gotta get my time. I just was talking about my timing being good. I jinxed myself. Not enough. This doesn't make me feel too good about him. Just get a hit, bro. That's all I need to do. It should be easy. All I need to get a hit and a ribby. So I'll drive the run in either way with a pop-up's fine, but I need a hit to complete the thing. This should be easy. Like they get harder than this. Way harder than this.
That's ball two. That's ball two.
See what I'm saying? I can't get over it. I can't get under it good enough. I can't fucking square it up. Just struggling. And now this isn't even part of like the regular game. This is just a side thing, like a side challenge, if you will. What a pitch! Holy fuck! Painted that. There it is. That'll do it. And it's probably a double. Let's see. See, now the base running isn't like this. That's as if I'm playing the show and controlling one player. But this, for the moments, the hitting's the same, the pitching's the same. But for the moments, you only control the one player for base running and fielding. Like if you're pitching, it's hit to you. The controls change. I don't even know them all the way because I don't play Road to the Show. So see, now I got to get 2 hits and 1 extra base hit. 5 Silver Slugger awards and 5 Gold Gloves. So 2 hits, 1 extra base hit. But I struggle with Josh Gibson too, my current catcher right now, who's also a righty, more of a power hitter. So you look, he's got good contact, good clutch. So if you have runners on second or third, instead of your contact being the stat that determines how well you'll hit, it's your clutch. And it determines how big your PCI is, how well you can hit it. And then your vision is obviously like how well you see the ball coming in. Then he's got good pop. Anything from like 60, 70 and above, you can hit some homers. Anything like 90s and 100s is elite. Or close. 100s is elite. 90s is very good. 80s, mid 80s to lower 90s is really good too. Even 70s to like low 80s is at least decent. His arm strength will hurt a little bit for a catcher because, you know, you're going to have aggressive base runners online. You're going to look to throw guys out at second, sometimes at third, or maybe even a wild pitch and you need to throw it down to first. So the arm strength, but the accuracy 90 is good, and the fielding 80, anything 80 and above is good. These quirks help a lot too. You start learning which quirks help. So first pitch hitter, so dead red. Excels at hitting fastballs. Forms better in the ninth inning or later. Excels at pinch hitting, and then excels at driving in a runner from third with less. Not all of these help online. Some of them are more offline or AI, but some of them do. Right? Unfazed, like dead red, is an important one. This run excels at hitting fastballs. His PCI is like bigger whenever the pitcher throws a fastball, which means you have a better chance at hitting the ball. Then you have guys that excel at hitting breaking balls as well and shit like that, you know. It's very cool. The depth of this game is insane. That 10-run challenge the other day. No, man, it was. I got to 4 only. So luckily, though, for that, it was the first one where I didn't have to complete it to get to Ellie De La Cruz. It's the only one so far up to date that I haven't finished. I finished every other one. This one I'll get several chances because it's only the first inning. We're playing in beautiful Kauffman Stadium. I'll show you this stadium real quick. Phil's probably been here for sure. They got the legendary fountain in the outfield. You got the big Royals shaped big screen or whatever. You got the Missouri flag, the United States flag, then the prisoners of war flag, which is cool. You got the patio here, a little area you can jump over and get foul balls on each side. Or, sorry, home runs on each side. Then, of course, you have the Royals Hall of Fame, the retired Jackie Robinson over here. And then you got the three retired numbers. Not many in Royals history, as you can see, but you go up these stairs and back there, and there's an in-stadium Hall of Fame, which I have that in my created stadium, too. I think that's badass. And as I retire numbers and, like, add players to Hall of Fame, I'm going to put them in my stadium just the same. So it's badass, bro. It's so badass. You got the bullpen here. Visitors. Then the home team bullpen is in right field. Home team bullpen. Very cool. Very cool stadium. The highway's just beyond this. And they have a rivalry with the Cardinals, who are my favorite team. It's called the I-70 series, even though they're in opposite leagues. It used to be way bigger, but still interstate rivalry, and this is literally right next to Arrowhead, another legendary stadium that's actually going to be done for. The Chiefs are moving stadiums, but I got to play in the indoor stadium. They had it set up for soccer, and it was cool because we were right there by Kaufman. I mean, it's just a cool little area in Kansas City, man. See all the box seats and stuff. But see, I'm a nerd for all this kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, I love the history of baseball, all the details and stuff. And the game does such a good job of honoring that. Like, you notice that, like, Pele's not honored, Maradona's not honored. Like, all the other footy games just exploit the legendary players so they can release them over and over and have you spend your money, especially in eFootball. But the show actually honors them, like the storylines they do, like the mini movies, the celebrations, the moments, like you see what they're telling about players. And this is just a current catcher. It's not a legendary player, and you have all these little tidbits reliving these moments. It's just perfectly done, man. Alright, sorry, I had to shoot this text over. Damn, that would have been perfect. One hit, one extra base hit. Okay. Going righty versus righty, which is always a challenge. Actually, a nice pitch. Trying to get me to chase. And you can start your bat wherever you want. You can sit up and in, up and away, down and away. Down the middle. Perfect. So that's a hit, but because it doesn't matter, I'm just going to go ahead and run. And I still get a hit. See, so now I just need, it said 2 hits, 1 extra base hit. Now I just need 1 extra base hit, and I'm good. Come on, drop. Go, 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 go. That's perfect. That's definitely, he's slow as molasses. Look at that. And that's the complete. Chopper into right field. They're expecting me to pull it, so they're in a shift. Now, as you get better at the game, you can manually do your shifts to like have a bunt defense set up for pull hitters, push hitters, whatever you want to do. I do automatically. You can do automatically, which I love because I was forgetting, and like I lost a couple games to guys who saw I wasn't set up for bunt defense and bunted. So a game-losing bunt, there's nothing worse. But you can set up your shifts for automatic as you're learning the game. Situational baseball is one of the most challenging things, but it's fun to learn. Like, man on first and third, should I intentionally walk a bases loaded so I can get them out at any base? Should I pinch hit here knowing that I got so and so coming up and he's a great contact hitter? Like, like there's just different stuff. Or, oh, I got, Hank Aaron on the bench. He does great against righty v righty, so I can pinch hit him. Maybe we'll get him to get rid of this pitcher because I hate breaking ball pitchers. Maybe I can try to get him to go righty versus righty against Hank Aaron because I have some good lefties coming up. Like there's little tricks that go on. Like man on first and third. One of the rookie ones. I'll give you an example. Men on first and third. You do steal all. Okay, and when the ball goes to your catcher, you naturally want to throw it to second base because you see the runner in your vision, and you naturally want to throw to second base. Well, guess what? If you steal all, you have the runner from third coming right at you at home, but the vision when you get the ball after a pitch, you're looking at the set guy at second base. So what you should do is hold the ball and wait for the guy at third to either tag him out or run him back to third, right? Try to get him in a pickle, get him out. Don't even worry about the player running to second base. What a lot of players, rookies, do is you steal all from first to second, third to home. They'll just automatically, out of habit, throw it to second, and you get a free run. You see what I'm saying? So there's all these little deals that get, or even taking an extra lead to try to throw the pitcher out of his rhythm when he's got a good rhythm going. In real baseball, there's a bunch more crazy little stuff that you can do. Mound visits do help. They'll get your pitcher's confidence up. There's just a lot, guys. There's a lot. All right, only two more and we're done with these. So I got to hit a homer and two separate things to hit homer. So this one, 2021, Salvi authored a season for the history books, launching 48 homers in 2021 to set single season record for home runs by a catcher. And he tied the franchise single season record. Not like Cards with old Big Mac himself, juiced or not, right? Recreate his 48th blast of the year, so they'll put you in the exact moment when he hit his 48th and you do it again. And then last but not least, defined an era of Royals baseball, earning 9 All-Star selections, bringing a ship to KC, setting an example at the plate and behind it. Show you still got it. Recreate his first home run of 2026. So those are the two moments to finish this. Then we'll get into the spotlight ones. Then we'll get into some games. Yeah, a lot of people don't know it's more mental than anything. I've played Little League for 3 years, had an opportunity to go to a few camps and could have played a Little League. My family didn't have the money. I know, bro. I played when I was younger, too. It's expensive. There's so many games. It's definitely not a poor man's sport. Not to say Phil's poor. I was definitely poor. But here's the other thing. I didn't like... Look, I hit it perfect, and it's probably still going to be an out. Nope, homer! Right off the bat, first swing, squared it up to dead center. Not really a bomb, but we'll take it. Well done, Salvi. But I didn't love it when I was younger anyway. I thought it was boring. I hated being in the dugout waiting to hit. If I loved pitching, I was a left-handed pitcher, but I hated waiting several games to pitch. And, I didn't appreciate the beauty of baseball. It's a different type of game, right? It's kind of like the golf of sports, played with team sports, right? But in a way, golf is such a hard sport, such a mental game that people don't even realize, and baseball is too. And it's such a unique individual battle built into a team battle, built into a psychological and physical battle. It's crazy, dude. I love it. That's awesome, Phil. I'm left-handed, left-footed. Even my dick bends to the left. No, I'm just kidding about the last part. But I am left-handed and left-footed. In case you were wondering, I do not have a left dick bend. But my nuts do hang a little lower to the left. So I'm left everything, bro. I can't even talk on the phone with my phone in my right hand or on my right ear. I got decent with my right foot as I got older, but when I was younger, dude, I was left only. I was as bad as Messi, just left. Messi was just so magical that he made it work because he's so that good. But most players, you got to have a little more with both feet. As I got older, I got a little better, but straight left. But in baseball, it's good. Only, but some positions it's not, right? Like in the outfield, or like there's certain places where you only want righties, and like baseball is very big on that type of thing, right? Because you got to throw it from left field, for instance. You got to throw it to third or home, and they liked it like when usually when you're running. I think they only want righties out there mainly. Lefties can play in center field, like lefty and right field. I think they want righties mainly. Third base, you can be a lefty or righty, I believe. Just thinking in my head. Shortstop, I think it doesn't matter. I don't know. You guys would have to look. That's where, but I know like your handedness is important. Like when they're scouting you, lefties are the most important in baseball. Either up at bat, sometimes, especially with so many right-handed pitchers, and of course pitchers.
Ball. Ball.
Come on, Salvi. Not facing a very good pitcher, but we're going righty versus righty. How does he do against righties? Just a little bit lower on power and contact. See, so it's a little bit harder going righty on righty because the ball's coming across your body, and it seems. What the am I swinging at? Should be 2-0. I could be favoring whatever pitch. That changes everything. Oh. I knew I needed to sit off speed, but I sat too long. Get ready for fast. I was ready, but it was up and in. All right, so now he's going to go slider low and away. Nope. Good hit, though. And you start learning which pitch, like which things. Nothing's better than when you play an opponent and you can read them and you guess the next pitch, whether it's up and in, low and away, and you crush the ball, dude. That's the best. And it's mental games. Every single pitch is a mental game with your opponent, dude. I absolutely love it. And then switching your pitchers, going from off-speed guys to pure velo. Now, here's a little pointer. If you play the show, lower difficulties, and as you go higher in rank, it gets higher in difficulty. Why does that matter? Pitch speed increases. In the lower difficulties with the slower pitches, velo guys are important because the pitches are already slowed down. And so off-speed stuff, even if it's nasty movement, it's slowed down enough where a lot of guys can read it and adjust and hit the ball. In higher difficulty levels, the off-speed guys are more important. Why? Because the pitches are naturally just faster. So your off-speed stuff naturally still has some velo to it, some velocity to it. Lower difficulties, you want velo type of guys. You can go off-speed guys, but it's just, sometimes they're going to get rocked if you miss locations and stuff because guys can adjust. Higher difficulty levels, the off-speed guys can really do numbers. So there's just a little pointer, like just a little tidbit. Mainly righty outfield, just sent you my picks through text. Nice, bro. Let me check them out. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Nothing like Little League. I played for the Blue Devils was my team, dude. And I wore my hat like such an idiot. I remember looking back like I never had the fucker on straight. I just threw it on, just didn't care. Probably didn't even block the sun. All right, come on. Oh, that should have been it. Should have been it, guys. Playing in Atlanta. Kind of a boring stadium here, too. I'll show you guys this stadium real quick.
We got time.
And then I'll show you my created one. You got the clubhouse up here. Look I like that, how they have all the championships. I mean, look, you can tell they're a storied franchise. They have all the different, like red means, World Series. Dark blue means something, light blue, probably division, then league champions. The Georgia flag, the Braves flag, Chick-fil-A sign, the Chop House, which is always cool. Cool little right field deal. I love this under here. What does this say right here? Braves history. See what players they have. Can you see? Chipper Jones, of course. You got to have Chipper, who, by the way, I'm going after in the game right now, the beast player. But look, you can sit on these bleachers. Very cool. They probably have a little Hall of Fame under there, back there. Like, like I hate Busch Stadium. It's so boring, man. And like for where the Cardinals play, like I love like McCovey Cove where the Giant. What's it called? I love Petco with the Western Metal Supply in the left field. Where the Giants play. I forgot what it's called. Um, I love. It's another fun stadium. Astros. I love where the Astros play. Don't know the name. I've been to Arizona where the Diamondbacks play. I forgot the name of it, but it's in. It can be covered. It's indoor, outdoor. When I was there, it was covered. It's a whole different ball game when it's uncovered. But I liked where Arizona. By the way, Arizona is home of tons of spring ball, spring training leagues teams or whatever. So it's like a huge baseball state because of that. You can just go watch, some of the big leaguers before they get to the big leagues, right? And then of course you have the Diamondbacks and their lower teams, and then what other stadiums? Oh, of course Fenway. I know it's old. I know a lot of people who go are like, dude, they need to update it. Wrigley's another old ass historic stadium, but other than the stupid ivy outfield, like I don't like Wrigley. It's unique, but it's nothing like Fenway's got the green monster, unique, field layout. Um, Camden Yards, like Oriole Park, is sick. Uh, Pirates, I love where I forgot what their stadium's called, but I love where the Pirates play at is sick. Anyway, man, I love it. And then you guys got to see some of the historical stadiums like Polo Grounds, how crazy it was set up, and like some of the old Negro League stadiums because they would just kind of cram them into any little space they had. So the dimensions were different. And that's what's cool about baseball games is you can use dimensions to help you. So I have a super home hitter friendly park right now, and you can adjust it as you go. But I'll show you guys after this. Oracle, yep, Oracle. I love it. McCovey Cove in right field, the Green Monster and Fenway to the left. Astros used to have this mound in outfield, this hill. And there's this one player in particular that's famous for making diving catches on it, but they took it out for safety. But you got the train where the Brewers play. You hit a home run. The mascot goes down that slide. I like where the Brewers play. But yeah, man, we'll check out all that stuff, dude. That's what I'm saying. There's just so much to dive into. All the historic uniforms and stuff. There's just so much to love in this game, bro. I spent 15 hours in total learning the stadium editor, creating my stadium. Then I spent a couple hours creating my logo, and about an hour with my uniforms were the easiest. Yeah, where the Angels play is pretty cool. Come on, get foul, get out. But some are boring. I don't know if you guys seen, but the Athletics are moving to Las Vegas. Hopefully they get a cool stadium like how the Raiders got. Right now they're playing in a college park. But it's about time they move, dude. That shit's been a shit show. Like Ricky Henderson Field, where they played at the Coliseum or whatever. That was such a terrible, terrible park to play at. Now they got to play at some minor league park till they get a new one. Let me think. Safeco's pretty cool where the Mariners play. Rangers new one, Globe Life. It's like Globe Life 2 or Globe World or some shit. I'm not a big fan of that. In the park, Homer. Go, go, go. I feel like I'm missing somebody, but I can't think. Dodgers is pretty boring. I mean, it's historic, but it's kind of boring in my opinion. Dodgers Stadium. Yankee Stadium. It's another one that they have the new Yankee Stadium. They have the historic one in the game too, but in my opinion, kind of boring. It might be all of them. We'll go through them. We'll rank them and stuff. That's a pretty cool little. That'll be fun. Probably do a video on that and get your guys' take. But yeah, anyway. baseball's a game where the backdrop's in such a big. Phillies is just boring. Washington Nationals is boring. God dang, guys. I hit one on the first pitch last time. Detroit Tigers, Comerica's kind of cool. Oh my God, what am I waiting for? Boom! And out. Come on, man. We can get this. Come on. Hit a homer, Salvi. That should have been it. Too early. That was it, guys. Got to square it up. Can't wait to get my controller with my TMR sticks.
Ball.
That shaking is from the stick drift. It's driving me crazy. That could be screwing me too. You never know. I don't know for sure. Dude. I'm getting some good hits with him. I like Salvador Perez, how he feels on the plate. And you can look at stats in the show, or at least not all stats. A lot of it's how you feel. A lot of it's how you feel with the player. Let me try something real quick.
Ball. That's a ball. That's a ball.
I was on strike zone. I put this on strike zone high, like how I pitch. You see a little bit more. The batter. See, I'm smoking the ball, but just not. Need a home run. I pretty much have pro level settings. All the best players use these. Strike zone high for pitching. Come on, man. Last one. Come on, I can't quit. Dude, just early, and that was it. I think I was low enough under I could have smacked it.
Ball one.
Give me another fastball. Now give me another fastball. He's not. He'll probably go off speed, low and away, maybe. Woo! Come on, give me that fastball. Just early. I think it is on All-Star difficulty too, isn't it? Nope, veteran. Fuck, guys. Lucky prick. Another good hit. Oh, never mind. He got it. Come on, Salvi. I'm going to go for a power swing. Usually I don't. Usually I won't go power.
No, that's foul.
I'm going to here. Power, square, contact, circle, bunts, triangle. Just a little tidbit in case. And X is regular swing, which is 99% of the time what you use. But, dude, it's like no matter what I do. Come on, man. That's got to be it. Unreal, man. By now I should have this fucking timing down.
Ball, that's out.
That's got to be it. Again, too short. Unbelievable, man. Come on. That's got to be it. That's got to be it. Oh my God, guys. Unbelievable, bro. I'm right there. This is it, I'm telling you. I can feel it. This is going to be it. Let's go. There it is. Told you. That's got to be. That's gone. Ha ha! Dude, I'll tell you what, though, man. Took me a minute, but I called it. I knew that was it. It was about time. All right. Done with that. Now, spotlight programs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll show you guys a pitching one so you guys can see how the pitching looks. Andrew Morris. Pinpoint pitching, a very hard thing, dude. It can be very punishable. If you miss your spot, you're going outside. So I'll show you how this works. All right, 1 inning. Can't give up a hit. Can't walk a batter. Wait. So this is my guy. He goes off his four seam. It shows you how the percentage he uses it in real life, just to give you an idea. Four seam. Then he's got a sweeper, so off speed. His cutter. And then he's got a sinker to keep guys honest. If they try to sit four seam, you hit him with the sinker. Can't walk a batter. Can't give up one hit. And I can't hit a batter. All right. So here's target field where the Twins played. Oh, we didn't go over this one. Target field where the Twins play. They have this famous, but kind of, in my opinion, goofy, but it's like iconic because it's just this goofy Twin Cities, Minnesota, St. Paul. Or sorry, Minneapolis, St. Paul. That's why they call it Twin Cities. 2 cities on each side of the river, in case you didn't know. Right in the city. I like this over here. It's a beautiful day for baseball. This is Twins territory. See the retired numbers, 42 in Dodgers colors, the rest in Twins red and white. Kind of a cool little stadium, man. Not bad. Nothing special, but not bad. Here's the bullpen for the visitors. And I think the home team's behind there. You got this bigger wall in right field, 328. I like that view, how they're sitting up higher. I always like walls like that. Then the wall drops for the batters out here. You have area to watch above the stadium there. I think the visiting team's behind. Home teams in front, visiting teams behind. I just have no one in my bullpen. Here's left field with a regular wall. That's 339. Right field's 328. So since it was a little shorter, that's why they went for the taller wall. I always like checking out the different dugouts too. The cool dugouts that I like have these. You see how there's a bench in the back, then a bench in the front up by the fence? because most guys stand. If you want to go chill, you can. I like those type of dugouts. But yeah, I like looking at all the details, bro. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to start them off. A lot of guys, I try to pitch like I'm pitching online. A lot of guys know you're probably going to start fastball, probably up high or something, right? So I'll like go cutter, low and away. His cutter's got an interesting little inside bend to it. A lot of them slice out. And you're trying to time it and get it right in that box. That wasn't a bad pitch at all. All right. So now he probably thinks, oh, I'm going fastball again, right? So I'm going to bring him cutter again a little further out. Try to get him to chase a cutter. And I painted. Perfect. We'll take that. Now I'm going to change it up and go way off speed. So my cutter, and I still got a lot of work. I'm not a pro at all. I'm just giving you like what goes on in my mind and like what I got to work on. So I'm going to go circle change. So I go from a cutter around 90, circle change 82 to 87. Now that area, that shadow area around the ball is where it could go. That's based on the control, right? Which is a stat. So his control is actually pretty good. The worse control, the bigger that area that the ball could go. Which means if I go here, it could potentially go here because you see that shadow area. You don't want that. The red is obviously the arc that it goes, and there's tons of different options. I feel like I have the best options, but there's tons of options of how you want your layout on your screen, your bat, plate coverage indicator, your aimer, if you will. But I like this one the best. So now I'm going to go off speed, up and in, and try to paint a bit. And I have to try to draw accurately. That's what pinpoint is. And what that drawing is, see how I'm controlling one player? That's only for this mode. Typically, would control my left fielder there, right? I'm controlling every player, but for these moments, you only control the one player you are. But that pinpoint, what I have to draw, it shows you the speed. Different pitchers have different windups, so it goes different speeds. But that's emulating the pitcher's movements. So the closer you get, the more accurate their movements are, the better the pitch will be. The worse you are on your mechanics, it's like a pitcher who has a bad windup, a bad release, so on and so forth. So now I'm going to go down and in. See how I was off a bit? Luckily, it wasn't too bad, and there's one strikeout. All right, so now we started off speed last time. We'll go fastball, kind of up and out. See if we can get him to chase right off the bat. Now that can be a dangerous pitch if they sit up for fastball. So you want to be real careful. So there it is. I threw a cutter last time. I meant to throw some sinker. See how it slices down? That's what I want, down and in. Same side, sinker. And it sat up too high. Luckily, my fielder made the play. That sat up way too high. Not way, but somewhat. It was too close to the middle for my comfort. Now we're going to start him off speed. Again, it's kind of risky because I'm starting off potentially with a ball, but online hitters are thinking he doesn't want to start behind the count, right? He don't want to get behind in the count, so he's going to throw a strike. But I'm thinking, I know you think that. Oh, and then I painted. Oh. A lot of those best pitches come from trying to just go outside the zone, and you end up just touching it, which is what you want, right? Let's go cutter high and away. Trying to make him chase again. Now we'll go sweeper. Come on. All right, fastball straight up, a little towards the end, not all the way though. Went way too far in the middle. I wanted to go. Man, I did not think it would go straight down the middle like that. But whatever. Heater, right through him. Only 94, by the way. So that was dangerous as shit to miss there. I'll show you what I was going for. I don't want it right here because guys tend to sit right up in there. I want it kind of where hopefully he'll swing over it. Damn it! And I failed. But I'm pitching like I'm pitching online guys there. So if I'm pitching like I'm pitching AI, right? Like that's a good pitch there. Like I was going here because guys will sit right up here knowing that this is where you're going for. Or guys will sit right in here knowing that that's what you're going for. So I'll switch it and go here. Terrible drawing. That's why I went down. You get what I'm saying? Or for my sweeper, they'll think you're going here. So I'll move it up to the front hip. Right? That's kind of what you're doing. You're trying to throw them off. Then you have the bear down, which is you get them as you throw strikes. So we'll go fastball, and it just kind of locks you in, and you throw a little bit faster, a little bit more accurate. If you draw correctly, you still got to do a good job. Ground out's fine. Perfect. So we're just going to start hitting them with the heat up and in, try to speed this up. Oh, check swing.
Ball, that's inside.
Got him off speed. Little cutter now. Perfect pitch. I like this Andrew Morris, dude. Sinker down. 2 strikeouts. All right. 4 strikeouts. Sorry. See, I'm not going right in the corner now because he might be going. So now I'll go try to go too high up in the corner. And if it drops, it would drop just barely, right? Try to make him chase up in here. He swung under it there. We'll take it. No, we don't got a slider. We do have a sinker. Woo-hoo, that's it. Pretty good pitching. One little mistake. It was only a hit, not a homer. All right, any more pitcher ones? Tally 11 total bases there. Hit 1 homer. Pitch 1 inning with Jake Bennett. I think I just got to get 1 strikeout without allowing a run. Beautiful Fenway. This is what I mean. Like, look at this park, bro. How could you not love this park? Oh.
Down, ball.
Go straight to off speed where I know it's a strike. Glad he didn't sit on it. Let's go 4-seam up and in. The reason why the order changes is it's the order of the pitches based on like their most popular. Every pitcher uses pitches differently, has different pitches, uses them differently. There's a strikeout. Thought it just said get the first strikeout. Do not give up 1 run. Okay, so I can give up hits now. I got the first strikeout. Now it's just as long as I don't give up a homer, I'm good. Oh, that sinker moves nasty, dude. Slow roller. Got it. I don't like the Boston Red Sox City Connect. This is which is what they're wearing. They try to like be like the Celtics a little bit, but or maybe they try to like copy the green from the Green Monster. I don't know. I don't like it though. I don't know exactly what they're going for. It's either green like the Green Monster because that's not Celtics green. But like St. Louis is with the Lou. It says the Lou is badass. And then like Cincy's all black is sick. Pirates brand new one looks nasty. Like some cities killed it. Some did terrible. Yankees is the only one that won't do it because they think they're too good for it. Like, we're not going against our pinstripes. It's like, you guys are idiots.
That's a ball.
Good, I needed that. All right. Perfect. All right. Pitching's been on point. Tie 2 hits, 1 homer, 2 hits, pitch 1 inning. One more pitch 1. And I'll finish the rest of these offline later. I'll get into my team here shortly. Schoenberg. So 4-seam, only 95. Into his off speed, he's got a cutter, only 90. Interesting, sinker 95. Let's see how he does. We're going to go slider low and away, my favorite pitch. Not to hit, to pitch, but that was terrible, dude. We'll do that again, see if we can get to actually slide. 82 break. It's almost like it looks like 0 break to me. Strikeout. I got a bit lucky there because that slider did not slide. But a slider low in the way is my favorite pitch to pitch. My favorite ball to hit, obviously, if you take away like straight down the middle, right? If you look at like where pitchers like to pitch, but my favorite is up and in. I love sitting up and in and smashing the ball. Although low and away is a good one to smash from too. Any of the corners, when they think they got you and they painted, like painted, if you don't know, means like dotting right on the line, right? Painting that line. Thought I could get him to bite there. And every at bat, pitcher's trying to guess what he thinks the hitter's going to do and do some different. Hitters trying to do the same and guess what the pitcher's going to do. And every pitch is a battle. It's so much fun, dude. That's why this game is a shit. Oh, yeah, and if you haven't seen, this is what I meant. San Diego Padres, they have the Western Metal Supply. This was here, this building. And they built it to where left field perfectly sits on that corner. Right? Pretty badass. Got the big screen. City of San Diego. Here's the bullpens. Yeah, in Arizona they have a swimming pool actually, which is pretty cool. You got the beach, little boardwalk. I have something similar, kind of got inspired by this. Is pretty cool. See how you have the berm back there where people can stand and watch. And then this little area you can walk down. It's very cool, man. Very cool. Then you got the tables they can watch. Padres got a cool stadium for sure. I love this area, like park berms area. There's tables up there. Where's homage to the retired Padres at, bros? It's one thing I'm not seeing. Thank you, Friar Faithful. So they don't have any retired numbers or anything? Or if they do, is it on these flags maybe? Can't tell. Anyway, I usually like checking that stuff out. 4-seam up and away strike. I was right, it was a strike. Sinker. Low and in. Paint. Paint! Oh, that could have been bad. Alright, let's go. We're going to hit him with a curveball. Secondary pitch. Let's go in the zone. Low and away. Oh, you got to paint those right. Let's go back to it, but way in the dirt. Then we go back up and out. Fastball.
Ball.
Finish it off. Come on, bro. Let's go slider away. He chased that last one. And he didn't need to chase there because I painted.
3.
Alright. We'll go up and out on him.
Ball.
Now we'll go kind of mid in. Yes. Early on the fastball. And mission complete. Alright, I'll finish the rest later. So we picked up Andrew Morris. That'll be good for events and stuff like that. We'll go in and get that, so you guys can see my team in action. We'll go get some of that, let's see here. The Conquest done. We're trying to get to Bobby Witt Jr. as well. So you need home runs. Then I'll need whatever the hell there, and then stolen bases. So here's my squad. This Mickey Mantle card, sick. I just got him from a collection. Ellie De La Cruz, same thing, sick player. Mike Trout, one of my favorite players of all time. King Griffey Jr., same thing. Him and Beltran both sick, but they can only play, both of them can only play center, and Beltran's better. They're both maxed out. My 3 maxed out upgrade players are Jackie Robinson, the legendary. Gotta love it. Sick card, too. Got him from the Jackie Robinson Day collection. Him, Griffey Jr., and Beltran. Trout's almost maxed out. I love Altuve, little pocket rocket. Not a bad player at all, but he'll be the first one replaced. I'll send Jackie back to second, his traditional position. Send Chipper here. Jackie can play several positions, and it helps. And with that 95 fielding, even with the secondary position penalty, he can play anywhere. So my outfield's pretty much set. Salvi Perez could potentially go here and take, there's Josh Gibson's stats. So I'm looking real hard at, whoa, I didn't mean to do that. I'm looking real hard at Salvi Perez here. Although, dude, that, I don't know, we'll have to see. It's close, in my opinion. Murakami, everybody loves him. That's why he costs so much. You see, I have him no sell. He was one of the. He's a boss from the first inning. Murakami and Acuna, who I picked. There's Acuna, but I picked Trout over him. Second inning was Randy Johnson, who I picked in Babe Ruth. I don't have Babe Ruth, and then this season, inning 3, probably going to go after Lindor. 90% sure. I just spent like $100K on this 94 rated Chapman, best lefty closer in the game. Spent like $40K on this Bautista, another sick player. Wagner, pure velo. Gagne, great velo, but some sick off-speed stuff to join it. Duran, pure velo as well. Both his four-seam and sinker outlier means he throws faster than shit. Let's just put it that way. Dibble, another fastball, but his slider and cutter have nasty movement on them. So just 3 pitches, but he works well. Same with Hader, just nasty movement. He's known as a cheesy pitcher. Like almost everyone has Hader. No one likes facing him. Same with Gossage. So a lot of velo guys. Randy Johnson, Satchel, John Donaldson. And then almost everyone, if not everyone, has the slider they're working off that fastball, right? Satchel, curveball, and slider. Donaldson's, his slider is his main pitch. And he throws it fast as a mug. Let's see, does he have any outlier quirks? Donaldson, and then Chase Dollander, I just bought him. He's part of the collection to get Chipper as well, so that will help. See, four-seam, sinker, slider. So you see what type of pitcher I like. But they all have multiple weapons. If it's not four-seam and slider, I can go sinker low and in. Slider low and away, or low towards, if it's righty on righty, lefty on lefty. The cut fastball's got some sick movement, a little bit slower, right? So they all got stuff to work with, whether it's changeups, sliding curves, sliders, curves, sinkers, sweepers. Let's see, I think Donaldson even has, forkball, and Satchel has a forkball too. Screwball and forkball, pretty similar to how they move. Screwball's a little bit all over the place, I believe. But yeah, so that's a squad. We've earned several packs to open. Here's what the packs look like. It just, bottom line is, there's so much going on in this game, and I absolutely freaking love it. Wish I could open all 9 at once, and then do a sell all, but you can't. Alright, come on, let's get somebody good here, guys. Let's get a diamond. You want a diamond. Hopefully I can show you what it looks like. I packed Paul Skeens, Mason Miller, I packed Jacob Misiorowski's Cityscapes card. I've gotten a decent amount of players. Lindor, Trout's 85, like a decent amount of diamonds. It feels like they're few and far between, but not every player is released like 10 different cards of that player. It's one, two, at most like 3 from different eras in their career. But typically it's 1 or 2, and so no matter who you're packing, like diamond wise, like it's pretty unique typically. Three more. Come on, give me a diamond. Give me a diamond. I need a diamond for Boomfa and a diamond for Phil. Let's see if I can get 2 diamonds. Ha ha ha! Last pack. We got the diamond. Come on, it's going to be a good one. I have a feeling. Come on. Give us a good diamond. Give us a good diamond. Mother. Whatever. We got a little chunk of 3,000 stubs. It is what it is. Alright, so that's all of them. Now, we head into our conquest. I'm going to take a piss. I will be right back. All right. Yeah, man. So I literally just grind this game online, offline. Like when I'm online, I'm gonna have to just record my stuff and share it because unfortunately, like people will see. Like I do want to promote that I cover YouTube and people can watch the highlights, whether they whoop me, I whoop them, they can come help me, I can help them, or whatever it is as I go. So of course I put, YouTube O Games or O Games for YouTube on my logo, etc. Right? OG World, and it says sub now on YouTube. Like, but the problem is that people will go, if you play them, they'll press pause, they'll go see which live you're on if you are on live, and then boom, they know every location of your pitch. So you can't do it. Now, I know you can delay the stream, but apparently, like, I tried it on Twitch, and it's like, oh no, you need to have certain amount of followers, or I don't know, man. My biggest channel slash like where I stream whatever is YouTube, and I think I can delay it on that, but it doesn't matter. I needed to delay it on Kick, Twitch, and YouTube. I know it can be done because a ton of guys play online, but I couldn't figure it out. So maybe my boy Boomfa, if he's on now or later, he can walk me through how to delay my stream on each of the three, and then I could play online. But whether I'm playing online or offline, what I was gonna say is it's just so much more fun. Like, I remember when I was playing offline, or when I was playing football games, you only ever play online. Like, offline is boring as shit in other games. In baseball, it is a blast because you're upgrading your players. You can play at high difficulty levels. You have all these different modes. So, like, bro, I love baseball too. And so as I'm playing, I'll sit here and watch MLB The Show content as I'm grinding, or I'll watch, like, I have Apple TV. I have everything, but Apple TV, they have all the history of the seasons from like 59 up, and I'll sit there and watch that. Like, guys, I've never had more fun playing a game ever. And even when I dabbled in the show the few other times, it was kind of the same. But it just, like, I guess I was intimidated to try to play online because I'm not some baseball guy, right? Like, I know when I'm talking baseball, I don't got the lingo and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? I need to move those here. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Oh, wow. It took my shit over. Alright, we'll play on... Screw Veteran. Let's play on All-Star. Let's play on All-Star. Speak of the devil, Angel Stadium. This is what Big Phil is talking about. I want to show you guys big Chase Dollander, so we'll get Dollander out there. And now you guys get to see the boys play. I never have watched these all the way through. I typically just skip them. There's something about the graphics and stuff in these games that I love too, dude. All right, Griff, let's go. Who are we going against? Jose Soriano. Come on, let's smash him.
That's the ball.
Try to be patient, take good swings. Good hit to start the game. So you can run by advancing with L1, or you can point to whatever direction the player is going to on base, and then press the next base you want to go to. So if it's first, you'd press the left stick to the right towards first, and then press triangle, which represents second base. Very easy to get the controls down, but then learning and mastering them is what's hard. He would have got me, I think. Griffey's not quite fast enough to beat that. But 2 for 2 on hits right away, that's huge. And then you slowly but surely get rewards for hits, doubles, triples, strikeouts, getting on base, on walks, whatever it is, catches. Come on, Mick. Newest member of the squad, way late on that splitter. Ah! That's all right. That's a ribby for sure. Easy run. Stand up, ribby for Mickey Mantle. We'll take it. Come on, Ellie. Always take a step off the base. Extra step, I should say. Smash it. See ya. Another run scored. Stand up double. Run scored. Great start, boys. Come on, Jackie. Tries to back me up. Stat-wise, how does he do against lefties? 103. Can't get much better than that. Power 74. See ya! Tag up. Advance to third. What a throw. Holy shit. What a throw. All right, come on. 2 outs. Come on, Beltran. Just get a hit. And this is All-Star, so this is the exact same pitching I'd face online. That will do. Nothing more satisfying than that, boys and girls. Nothing more satisfying. So, it's the same pitching, so my timing, everything can be good. Now, are these guys pitching quite as like deceptive or random as online pitchers? No, but it's the exact same speed, so I can literally practice and directly help. When you play offline in footy games, it's nothing like it. Even at higher difficulty levels, the AI does not play like any user opponents, right? Whether you're pitching and trying to get your time, your pinpoint down, back to back. Gibson says goodbye. Oh, we're raking them today, boys. And but you can get the timing down on everything, on pitching, on fielding, on base running. Everything you do offline directly transfers to how well you do online, right? And so even though I'm even 500 in online against other users, 2-0 and ranked, and like when I play, I know I can hammer through the lower levels. I don't want to hit a wall. I want to get to that next level, let's call it, of the guys of the higher difficulty level and be able to compete. That's what I'm practicing for. And you've seen from the moments and stuff, I have a lot of work to do. Now, I'm playing amazing now, but baseball's about consistency, right? Just like in real baseball, you have 162 games. It's about consistency. Like Murakami, fan favorite player, right? He's like 60K or something on the market. Fan favorite first baseman. It's not all about stats either. It's about a beautiful swing and just there's a lot. PCI, just how the player feels overall. And Murakami is a favorite. And he does have a sweet swing, but I had Hank Aaron playing secondary position at first base for a while, so I'm still getting used to Murakami. But I really liked Hank Aaron. Not a bad shot, but I really liked Hank Aaron, but my GM ChatGPT said you got to get Murakami in. You're crazy. All right, Dollander. I like going over this because it helps me. 4-seam, sinker, slider, 40%, 24, 16 respectively. Then all of his last 3 pitches is circle change in the sliding curve or slurve. So 2 different types of fastballs. and then he works into the slider for more off speed there. That's what I'm looking to work off of. So again, online, a lot of guys are thinking up and in, up and away, up and middle, right? Some guys will be sitting low. So what I like to do, split the baby, slider, and a lot of people think he automatically wants to pitch a strike. He doesn't want to get behind in the count. Me knowing that they're thinking that, I'm going to try to get him chase first pitch. But look at the control. His control's lacking 73, so that's why that shadow area is bigger. So I don't want it to be able to hit in the middle. This is fine right here. Can't get in too much of a danger spot even if I miss. And I missed a little, swing and a miss, right? Now, instead of going right down in the corner where he probably has his PCI, you see that's where I start every time. I'm going to move it up a little bit so he has to adjust. Same thing. Put it where even if I miss, it's not right down the middle. All right, now, down away circle change. Got it. And that's a lot how it goes online at the lower levels. Now, in the higher levels, guys crush the ball. Guys are great with their PCI. No matter how good you are pitching, it's a hitter-dominated sports game when you get to the higher levels. And it's like their whole other sport. They're playing on Hall of Famer legend pitching, so it's not like it's easy to hit the ball. They're just that freaking good. But it's closer to real baseball at these lower levels. Higher levels, you get to like outrageous amounts of hits, outrageous amounts of runs, and the best players just battle to like 15-14, 10-8 is like a low score, right? So anyways, it's fun at all levels, but each level represents something different. Like I said, lower difficulties, you want more velo guys. Higher difficulty, you want more off speed. Like lower divisions, it's more real baseball scores and can get you get into these pitcher battles. Higher difficulties, pitching's faster paced, faster velocity, but right, they still crush the ball because they're just that good. So we want sinker, go up and in fastball. That's the beauty of it. Now I can work in my best pitch because I haven't overused it. We'll go slurve now. Not slider, sliding curve. Oh, and that sat middle. I got really lucky there, dude. I really got to get better because I sit sliding curves over the plate way too much. I'm going to go back to it as practice against a dangerous Mike Trout, but look, see the control? Each pitch has different control. This one's he is really bad, so I'm going here. If anything, I'll paint the corner, so that's fine, but I don't care if this is out of the strike zone. I want to try to get into chase. Perfect. And it ended up painting. So see, that's where I put the slurve like right here, right? And I missed, and it went towards here, right? So that was my problem. So I'm not going back to the sliding curve. I'm going to go sinker, middle in, sort of like front hip, if you will. Oh, that was a great take. Up and away on the fastball. Way better control on that individual pitch. I missed bad, though, but still. Now we go slider. Kind of front hip, a little higher and away. Wow, that was unlike Trout, but I'll take it. All right, Sam Bachman, come on. And then online, there's a 10. If you get up to 10-0, and your opponent's had his chance to bat, it's a mercy. You win by mercy. So you never want to get 10-run or mercy. Whoa, ugly. I love Altuve and his swing. I hate how far away he stands from the plate. That's one thing I hate. Like, that's the kind of stuff you gotta look at. It can throw you, little stuff can throw you off like that. Their swing, their timing, all of it. Alright, good. It's got to be in a good area or I'm taking it. Right down the middle-ish or I'm taking it. And it was right down the middle and I fucked up and hit it right back at him down the middle. Alright, come on, Grifter. He's hitting 347, which is very healthy. You know, for me, for my level. Higher levels, you get guys hitting like 700 probably. I don't know their batting average for their guys, but typical batting average. I'm sure it's ridiculous. So I'm saying it's closer to real baseball at the lower levels, but it's still a hell of a game and so much fun to watch at the higher levels too. Just the way they're just all over the ball and crush it and make it look easy. 2 for 2, another single for Griffey. That's what you want from your leadoff guy. Get on base. Now we're going for some stolen bags. He's not the best stealer. I'm going to take this first pitch no matter what. You knew what he was looking for there. Boom, he's going to steal. Get in there. Perfect. Stolen bag. So now it's his clutch that matters. So now it went from, for Trout, 89, 85 to 94 on both sides. So that's huge. Power 110, 86. Going against a righty. Let's knock it out of the park, Trout. Now I got him thinking about my runner. Perfect.
Ball.
I'm taking this one unless it's down the middle.
Outside. Ball.
Same thing. Taking it unless it's in a sweeter spot.
Ball. Outside.
Alright, good. Now I can wait for my perfect pitch. Let's see here. Oh, he painted. You got lucky. All sliders. This dude's out of energy. Come on. It's either going to be a walk or I'm going to smash it. And then he painted. God damn. It's alright. I made him pitch like crazy. Get out of here. Is it gone? It is, Mick. The Mick. That might have been his first homer for OG. Might have been his first homer for OG. Well done, Mickey Mantle. 7-0. You know, we're not playing a great team, but we're playing on All-Star. We'll take it. It's good practice. Good BP, you know, good work on pitching, the whole 9. Come on, Big Ellie. Come on, Big Ellie.
No, that's down. Ball. No, that's down. Ball. Ball. Ball.
Damn.
Ball.
Need to square that up.
That's ball. No.
Good eye. Full count.
No. Ball.
What a hit. What a hit. That was a ball, too. Ha! He would have walked it up and in. It's alright. I was waiting up and in, so. He's going. I'm sending him. Got him.
Nope, that's outside.
Another stolen
Ball.
bag. Come on, Jack. Jack will steal too. If I can get a double steal, 2 outs. Come on. What a hit. Unbelievable, bro. Gotta love it. Too easy. I'm going to try to steal third with Jackie.
He beat it.
Oh, he got me.
Out on the tag.
Damn.
Ball. Ball.
Come on, Chase.
Ball.
Ooh. He's getting tired, so that's off. I'm going to go circle change in the zone. Perfect. Slider away. Try to get him to chase. Oh, and it didn't slide, but he painted. All right, let's get him out of there. He's going to get rocked. See what he got rocked in. Okay. Let's get Duran in there. Same thing. He's got the outlier. Sinker and four seam. Sinker low and away. Just misses. Go sweeper down and ins. Try to get him with all speed. Alright. Four seam up and in. Four seam high and away. Yes. Up and away. Start him fast. Painted even though I missed. Let's paint again a little lower this time. Perfect. Now we'll hit him with that sweeper. Same area. We're missing wide. We can play with it. Yep, got him to chase. Perfect. I'm loving my pitching today. I got to stay on point with that. It just takes one little loss of focus, one missed pitch, you know, and then your opponent can smash it though. So you got to always stay focused every pitch. And that's where I'm not perfect every pitch. That's what I got to get to, or at least way better every pitch. You saw I felt that one coming. Beltron with a belter. Bounces off the batter's eye. And that's 9-0, folks. Come on, Josh. Let's get 2 in the game. Ah. We'll take it. He's just a power hitter. I wanted another homer with him. And I like going back to back with Murderers. My Murderers duo, we'll call it, instead of Murderers row. Gibson to Murakami. Might be Perez to Murakami soon. We'll see. Ah, come on, Murakami. Didn't get my PCI up high enough. Gotta text my sister real quick. All right, here we go. Come on, Tuve. Turn it over to the top of the lineup for us. I like having a reliable 9 guy. And as much as I love Altuve, this year I haven't been playing as good with him. Damn, that was stupid of me. No reason to swing at that. I don't know if it's because he's so small, so I'm used to that being like a strike or what. See, dude, I'm just an idiot. I mean, he painted there. He painted. He painted, and he was going righty on righty. Come on, Griff. Low and in. I'm ready for that low and in sweeper slider.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Gone? Maybe? Oh, just a little more. All right, let's end this game off. Duran down and in. We'll practice some situational after this. I want to get one more out with Duran. Beautiful. Sweeper low and away. Make sure I can't miss it anywhere dangerous. Gotta love it. So now we look and we got a righty then a lefty. So I'm going to go righty on righty. We'll get Gossage in there. Come on, Goose Man. We'll go right to slider low and away. Oh my God, terrible timing. I'm rushing. He thinks I'm going fastball. I know it. Jesus, controls everywhere.
Ball, that's in.
Alright, hold on. What the fuck's up with my timing?
Ball. Hey,
Here we go.
hey,
Good, we worked our way back. Okay. So now we go sinker. He'll think I'm going fastball. Missing a terrible spot there. We will go fastball here, up and away. Alright, it worked back. That's fine. So now I have a lefty. I'm going to go lefty on lefty. Then we'll go Chapman to finish him up. He thinks I'm going fastball. I am going to go fastball. Which is not where he would think.
that's a ball.
I think I could have got a opponent online to swing at that. Good, I'll take that. Slider low and away. Phew. Terrible timing, and it ended up being a good pitch. It was so bad it turned good, but you don't want those because I got lucky there, and that'll end the game. Pop them up. And that's that. And that's how you do it. And you rack up stats along the way. I like going all-star or above just to get used to the timing now or for the future. Because when you go rookie and veteran, sometimes I actually do worse because it throws off my timing so bad. Boom, a decent little amount there added to it. And we'll go take a look at where we're at on these programs. I hit 1,000,000 home runs there, so I should be on the next part with Bobby Witt. Some of those, not all of those. All right. So I'm well on my way there. Any players, okay? I need 11 more hits to get this to... Oh, and then I get them. 11 more hits. I don't even have to finish the... Oh, I finished these anyway. So 11 more hits and I got Salvador. But is he going to play over Josh Gibson? It'll be close. He's not that knockout catcher that I'm looking for, necessarily. This new Griffey, I can't wait, dude. Look at him. Oh, my God. 85, 91, 70, 95, 95, 101. 73 fielding. 84, 98 with no upgrades, though. My Griffey is 84, 98. Mine's 96, 60. So mine's a better contact hitter, way lower on the power. So if you didn't notice... My Griffey Jr. is from his younger days, right? You see the old school Mariners uniform when he was playing with his pops, 85 speed. And this one on the marketplace, I think is from the later Mariners. Yeah, during his prime. My favorite player of all time, so you know we got to go after this Griffey. He's much slower here, though. In some ways, I like mine better, I'm being honest. In some ways. Fielding 73, what's mine? Mine's much better. But mine's only a DH, so 121,000. And then at the end, you get these players that will have a May Retro Lightning, you know, legendary player, then a May Lightning current player, like how I got Ellie De La Cruz and Chipper. So for Chipper, I have Chase. I need 16, so 2, 5, 10, 15. 16 out of 18. They're all around 12 or 13. 7. There for Moises Ballesteros. And even if I buy them and collect them now, and I get them later, I can always get subs then. Sorry, my allergies are killing me. I gotta pause it every now and then and get that shit out of my system. 26. Now we go higher. 24. 23. 28. So 4. So 6 at a lower level. 7. So 7. 7. 8. So I can get 9. I need 10. So I need 6. It's only like 120,000. I think I could get him right now. I can get Chipper right now, and then I would get Jose Soriano. Let's see if Jose breaks into my lineup at all. Excuse me. All right, let's get my GM on here. Does Jose Soriano, the new Spotlight 93 rated pitcher, break into my starting 5 rotation? He does. Oh, wait, I gotta go to my team stuff. All right, this one. Does the new Jose Soriano, right-handed pitcher from the Angels, 93 rated Spotlight card, crack my starting 5 rotation, which is Randy Johnson, Satchel Paige, John Donaldson, Chase Dollander, and then J.R. Richard? He does. Outliers sinker, which I have other guys that have it. Sinker, knuckle, forcing splitter, slider, excellent. Okay, so I get another starting pitcher out of this too. It's a no-brainer. Dollander or Richards? Dollander or Richard? Okay, so I can go Dollander or Richard. Soriano goes to number 4. Okay, if I do that... Alright, so let's get this collection done. Let's do this, guys. Let's fucking do this. What are we doing here? Let's fucking do this. So let's collect this bad boy here. I thought about maybe going for the stubs. But let's get Chipper and then we'll work to King Griffey later because I got King Griffey. Because I thought about, man, I got to go get that new Griffey. But I did that with Chapman and upgraded him. It was worth the 100K. But here, so collect Bryce Elder. Okay, so that's 2. So now I'm going to buy these cheapest 6 guys. And if I go get them later, duplicates, I'll just get the stubs since I'm buying them now. So boom. Buy. I'm showing you guys a little behind the scenes. Wait a second. Did I just... Okay. Oh my god, then I got plenty of this. Here, let's open these real quick, see what we might get from it. Rap Dixon. So I have 2 of them, so see, that's what you do. I can just sell them and get that. Boom. I'm about to get old Chipper Jones, baby. That is huge. Mickey Mantle, Chipper Jones. I'm heading into my debut online. We'll call it debut because those 2 games were just warm-up games. 2 wins. Pretty easy wins. Heading into the weekend classic, I should say. Before ranked. That's my grand opening. And I'm kind of glad I'm playing at that low level so I can kind of get used to my team. Get used to... I've played online events in Battle Royale, but the 9-inning games are a bit different, right? Knowing how long to keep in your starter, seeing which pitchers in your bullpen you like in different situations. You know, you have your typical long-inning pitchers, you know, middle relief pitchers, you know, setup guys and closers, but, you know, you don't have that. You mix and match them in online. Alright, so that's that. So 113. Let me make sure I didn't buy 2 Chase the Lauders. Hold on. Guardians. For some reason I feel like Guardians, Chase the Lauder, only 1, okay. Alright. Need 13 more guys. 1, 2, 3. 13 more. 10 to get Sorianos, so okay. $12. 11. 10. 78K. Might have to trade Dollander away. Collect all uncollected. No! I just fucked up. I just fucked up, guys. Fuck. If I sold him away and got the 44K, I could have got these cheaper guys. So I'd have 6 right now. And then I need 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cheaper. About the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, but Soriano will count in there as well. I think once I collect him, right? Or no, Soriano won't count in there? We'll at least get Soriano in there and Dollander. Eight, 9, 10. All right. I didn't screw up then because I was going to need to do this anyway. So, boom. All right, so I got Jose Soriano. So now when I go to my team build, that's what we're looking like. J.R. Richard goes to the bench. Can't wait to try Soriano there. Alright, and then... and I like these guys that get less tired, too. That quirk with that downhill, this one. Breakout layer. Pitch loses. Less break when tired. I like that. Get a few extra pitches out of them. Everybody has except for Donaldson. Alright, so now 33,000. And I have 6 players to go. $47, $77, $107, $135, let's call it. $175K I need. So I need another like 130,000. Something. All right, so I see where we're at now. I can look at other players in other collections. Tell me get closer there as I'm going. All right, so now 11 and 23. See where I have players that aren't collected. Collected all those. Second half heroes. Randy Johnson, but we don't want to sell him. Love me some Randy. We could sell Altuve right now, but that wouldn't get us very much, like 4,000, I think. Can't sell him, so I might as well collect the card. So I can get 4, 9,000. That put me about 20,000 right there. It's 53. It's 53. 53K is where I could be at. 53K. We're getting there for the Miggy one too. Even though I'm not going to probably use them. It's crazy to say, but wait, can I sell some of those? Ah. So I need this. I thought I could sell it. I guess I can't. They're 2021 City Connects, which were sick, by the way. Can't sell them. Even the ones that say don't have no sell. Son of a bitch. Man, why can't I sell those? Let's open this April Spotlight. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Alright, so that puts me at 11 if I collect him. 12, 13, 14, 15, and then I'll get Kenley Jansen. Who's a card that I wanted earlier. He wouldn't break my lineup right now. I break my bullpen right now, break into it, but... $40, $100, and like 30, okay. I need like 130. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Getting May spotlight soon. That will help. Why did I get the April spotlight? I don't even know, but whatever. Alright, so that's what we're building towards. Chipper Jones, who will replace Altuve, and then Johnson goes to second, Chipper goes to third. Then we're pretty much set, and we're just trying to max these guys out. Then I'll have my video coming out to show you guys my first ever weekend classic, where I'll be playing Bronze 1. Hopefully we have a good showing, because that's the very lowest, bro. Your boy's a noob, starting at the lowest. I'm kind of happy about that, because you can only go up from there, right? You can't go down from there. I'll take it. But could I have went higher, like Bronze 2, Bronze 3, Silver, Gold? Yes. However, I want to completely be ready and work, and I'm in no rush. The game releases year over year. We have plenty of time. Literally came out in March. It's May. 10 more months of grinding and playing and being brand new to the game. One of the worst things you can do is play like a game, and then you get out of like the lowest levels and boom, you just get smoked, and you don't know how to do this, and this player's doing this better, and this player's, and you end up getting burnt out, not because you don't like the game, but because you didn't put in the work, right? You went in straight into like rushing, oh, I can do this, and you get online, you think you're the shit because you're beating all these super lower level guys, and then you get to your first challenge and you fall off a cliff, right? So that's why I'm putting in so much work to get ready, and it's fun grinding offline. So I'm going to take a little break, go eat some food, chill out. If you stopped in, thank you so much. Shout out to my boys, Boomfa and Phil, 2 OG members of the community. Love that they show support no matter what, man. That's why they're my brothers from other mothers. And for anybody else who stopped in, you're the best. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, join my Discord, join all the talks. I'd love to get the Discord for MLB The Show going. There's so much baseball to talk about. And I love this game, man. For the love of the game, I don't care if I'm talking to nobody right now. I don't care if I know I could be getting 500 views a video in UFL or 200 in you know, eFootball, and another 100 in FC and 500 in gold, whatever. I don't give a shit about that, man. Because it's got to be fun, and there's just something special about MLB The Show. I know other creators have been playing it a long time, are finding more negatives this year, but my advice to those guys who I love watching their content is, if you're not enjoying the show, if you think the game sucks in any way, go play 2K. Go play FC. Go play HUT, right? Hockey Ultimate Team. And you will see how good MLB The Show is, right? Is it perfect? No. Are these gripes, legit? Of course. There's always room to improve, but the game is amazing overall for sure. So with that being said, see you next time. Peace.